Cooking Diva, a novel about a Thai girl with a passion in Thai cooking, written by Panwadee, Ponglada ITTIMAKIN. Episode 22. Where are you going with your luggage? Shall we talk? Grandmother asked Midi when she passed by the living room looking like she was ready to leave. Midi did not want to see grandmother, but she could not refuse. The girl in white shirt and jeans went into the living room. She lapsed in front of grandmother's big stool. The old lady had noticed that the girl's eyes were red with traces of tears on her cheeks. You don't want to stay here with me, do you? No, it's not that. My grandson scolded you, and that's the reason you are crying, right? Just don't pay too much attention to his behavior. He had become impossible lately. It is probably my fault. I have given him a heavy responsibility of running both my restaurant and my real estate in Pattaya. He has been working too hard. It's been all work and no play for him lately. I've never known anything about this. My grandson is a quiet gentleman. He has no friends. To work with him, you must give him a little bit of understanding. So tell me what he did to you. It was a misunderstanding. Today, little Belle and her father came to meet me at the restaurant, so I chatted with them for a while. The boss thought that I would resign and go to stay with them. I see. So this is it. But it is true that you are going to resign? Do you intend to go with them? I don't know, but I don't understand why the boss had to be upset with me. I don't really understand. He might not want me working here anymore. So I told him I wanted to resign. Both of you were acting really childishly. You should ask yourself before you made any decisions. What do you want for your life? I want to be a good chef. I want everyone to be happy when they eat my dishes. And I want to have my own restaurant one day. I want to help support my parents and my brother. I want them to have good lives. That's all. That's too many. And everything you want to do is to do it for others. You will have everything you desire if you stay here. Can you do it for me? My time is running out. I only ask you to be with me until mid-June. If you can, I will do everything to help you to fulfill your dream. Midi kept thinking until Shadishat came into the living room. He gave her a blamed look before sitting down opposite to grandmother. What did Midi tell you? Yeah. I'm asking her to stay. Can you help me convince her, my dear? Please let her go if she wants to. His face looked stern. But I want her to stay. Promise me you will not go anywhere until I'm gone. Grandmother said with a very soft voice. It made Tishat and Midi feel uneasy. Her words sounded like a bad omen. Your health is excellent, Kunya. You are not ill anymore. You will live a very long life. What he said consoled not only grandmother, but also himself. Midi felt awkward about it. Grandmother had given her a new life, a secure job, and had taught her about life. She had to thank grandmother for her kindness. What grandmother asked of her was very little compared to what she had given her. If she would have to go, it would have to be grandmother's wish and not the boss. So, what is your decision? I will stay. I will stay here until mid-June, until you don't need me. Good girl. Now, go to your room. I want to have a chat with my grandson privately. The old lady said kindly. Oh, and come to stay with me tonight, as usual, will you? Yes. Midi gave grandmother a respect before she knew out of the living room. Grandmother smiled when she looked at her grandson's serious face. You are usually a very calm gentleman. Why did you have a bad temper and act weird today? He hesitated and could not find the right answer to his grandmother's question. I think I understand you very well. If you are not happy working with the girl, why don't you go to work in Pattaya for a while, for a change? Tishat had been working on his resort in Pattaya for quite some time. He sometimes had to go to the construction site. I cannot do that. I cannot leave you. I promise you, I will take care of you. If that's so, you must be patient. You must control your temper and overcome your old feeling. I will. My time is running out. I would like to see you settle down with a nice girl. Panwadee is the most perfect girl for you. If you want to get married with her, I will arrange it for you. Oh, no. I'm not thinking about getting married now. I have work to do. I have you to take care of. You can do everything after you get married. But all right. Just tell me when you are ready. But do not wait too long. Yes, you will be the first to know, Grandma. Dujan walked in with a tray of tea and desserts in her hands. She smiled before she said with a sweet voice, I have brewed some tea for you as well. You can join Kunya for tea. Tishat did say nothing. He just looked at Dujan while she was pouring tea for them. Hey girls, let's drink. Welcome to Thailand. A group of high society girls dressed in nice evening wears had set up a small party in a hotel pub to welcome Panwadee. They were her old friends from a convent primary school in Bangkok. Why now? She had been back for a month already. Hey, since we are giving her a welcome home party, why don't we celebrate her good news too? Savitri teased her friend. Busaba, better looking, supported promptly. You guys are very noisy. How do you know she already had a boyfriend? He is a very rich gentleman. They are so perfect for each other, like the old saying, two peas in a pod, or gold branches and jade leaves. Visakha, in a black long dress, gave a bit of an insight. Everyone was having fun as the conversation got livelier. How do you know? Usaba asked. I went to her place the other day. I saw the pictures. Visakha answered with a smile on her face. Is it true? Are you going to have good news very soon? Come on, tell us. We need time to get new dresses. Saitan wanted confirmation on the news they had just heard. Prabhimala did not say anything. Coincidentally, she turned and saw Danuton with a beautiful lady walking into the pub. They looked very intimate. In the dim light, he waved his hand and smiled at her and walked past by. They sat at the table inside. Who? Nobody. Prabhimala pretended she did not know him well, but inside, she had a very strange feeling. Her heart was being torn. So, you haven't told us when. I will tell you guys when the time comes. Prabhimala grabbed a cocktail drink and drank it up. Wow, 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 wow. Be careful. You are going to be drunk. Usaba said to her close friend. We rarely meet. We should really celebrate. Give me one more of this. She said to the waiter. As soon as he served her another drink, she finished it all up. All her friends looked at her with worries, but no one asked her to stop drinking, as it was her night. The pub was almost closed. Everyone had left. Prabhimala walked to the parking building. She was turning the key to unlock the car door when the Nuton approached her. You are too drunk to drive? She looked at him. She saw his smile even in the dim light of the parking lot. She just noticed that he dressed differently from what he used to. Tonight, he wore a black tie suit. He looked very handsome. It is none of your business. I will not forgive myself if I let you drive home alone. What do you mean? She did not quite understand what he had just said. You are going to be my cousin's wife. I have to take care of you. I will drive you home. Why don't you drive your girlfriend home? Who are you talking about? I saw her with you. Ha 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 ha. He laughed very loudly. Oh, she was my ex-girlfriend. Now she is my best friend's wife. Her husband will drive her home. Do not tell me you are jealous of her. Don't be ridiculous. I don't like you. Okay, you don't like me, but I will drive you home anyway. Please. Prabhimala was relieved to know that he and that woman were not lovers. She handed him the car key. The Nuton opened the car door for her. They did not say anything to each other until they arrived at her house. He parked in front of the house and handed her the car key and said good night. He then took a taxi back to the hotel. Who drove the car for you, my dearest? Why don't you ask him to come in for a cup of coffee? Madame Proudly Smile was waiting in the living room. Danuton, Chai Tita's cousin. He is the one you told me about before? Madame Proudly Smile remembered that Her daughter, in several occasions, had mentioned Chai Atisha's cousin. Yes, where did you two meet? He is in Chiang Mai, isn't he? He must have come to visit his grandmother, but he has to work, so he stays at a hotel. Oh, it's late. I'm going to bed now. She did not want to talk about him, so she excused herself to go to bed. Her mother did not say anything. I'm going to. I don't want to go to bed late. I will look old in the morning. Pramila smiled at her mother as they walked to their bedrooms. Pramila took a bath and changed into a pink nightgown. She went to bed but could not go to sleep. She recaptured the details of what had happened, especially the awkward feeling when he helped her wearing safety belt in her car. It made her face went red and her body felt tremble. The Nuthon was very different from Chai Atisha. Every time they met, he made her feel lively and excited. With Chai Atisha, she felt well protected by a real gentleman. Sometimes she preferred excitement to steadiness. She thought to herself,